on the 25th day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of Achoo!
sensational sensation. If you want to see magic lands, close your eyes and you will see one. Wanna be a dreamer, be one. Any dream you please, and please save me one. There is no place to go to compare with pure imagination. So go there to be free if you truly wish to be.
Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't, it isn't right, don't, it isn't nice. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't walk on the grass, don't disturb the peace, don't skate on the ice. Well, I say do, I say walk on the grass, it was meant to feel, I say sail, till to the windmill, and if you fail, you fail. Everybody says don't, everybody says don't, everybody says don't get out of line. When they say that, then, lady, that's a sign. 9 times out of 10, lady, you're doing just fine. Make just a ripple, come on, be brave. This time a ripple, next time a wave. Sometimes you have to start small, climbing the tiniest wall. Maybe you're going to fall, but it's better than not starting at all. Everybody says no, everybody says stop, everybody says mustn't rock the boat, mustn't touch a thing. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says can't fight City Hall, can't upset the cart, can't laugh at the king. Well, I say try, I say laugh at the kings, will they make you cry, lose your poise, fall if you have to, but lady, make a noise. Everybody says don't, everybody says can't, everybody says wait around for miracles, that's the way the world is made. I insist on miracles, if you do them miracles, nothing to them. I say don't be afraid.
When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of the meadowlark who lived where the rivers wind. Her voice could match the angels in his glory, but she was blind. The lark was blind, and old King came and took her to his palace, where those were burnished bronze and golden braid. And he fed her fruit and nuts from an ivory chalice, and he prayed, sing for me, my meadowlark, sing for me of the silver morning, set me free. My meadowlark is a valuable, priceless jewel, and cloth of brocade and cruel, and I'll love you for life if you will sing for me. this beautiful young God, so proud and strong. And he called to the lark in a voice both rough and tender, come along, fly with me, my meadow lark, fly with me in the silver morning, past the sea where the dolphins bark,
people just got off of the train and came up to the ground wall. Another 100 people just got off of the bus and are looking at us while another 100 people just got off of the plane and they're looking around who got off of the train and the plane and the bus maybe yesterday. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Come to stay, some to stay. And every day, the ones who stay can find each other in the crowded streets with the gutted parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered box. And they walk together past the upscaled walls with the crude remarks. Oh, they meet at parties with the friends of friends who they never know. Do I pick you up or shall I meet you there? Or shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning and my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. It's a city of strangers. Some come to work, some to play. A city of strangers. Come to stay, some to stay. And every day, some go away, or they find each other in the crowded streets and the gutted parks, by the rusty fountains and the dusty trees with the battered barks. And they walk together past the postered walls with the crude remarks. Or they meet at parties with the friends of friends who they never know. Do I pick you up or do I meet you there? Shall we let it go? Did you get my message? 'Cause I looked in vain. Can we see each other Tuesday if it doesn't rain? Look, I'll call you in the morning and my service will explain. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. And another 100 people just got off of the train. Another 100 people just got off of the train.
Now the first way to lose a man. You've met a charming fellow and you're out for a spin. The motor fails and he just wears a helpless grin. Don't bat your eyes and say, what a romantic spot we're in. Just get out, crawl under the car, seize the gasket, and fix it in 2 seconds flat with a bobby pin. That's a good way to lose a man. He takes you to a baseball game, you sit knee to knee. He says the next man up at bat will bunt. You'll see. Don't say, ooh, what's a bunt? This game's too hard for little old me. Just say, bunt. What are you, nuts? With 1 out, 2 men on base, and a left-handed batter coming up, you walk right into a triple play, the same as the 5th game in the World Series of 1923. That's a sure way to lose a man. A sure way to lose a man. A splendid way to lose a man. Just throw your knowledge in his face. He'll never try for second base. 98 ways to go. Third way to lose a man. The lifeguard at the beach that all the girlies adore. Swims bravely to save you through the ocean's roar. Don't say, oh thanks, I would have drowned in just 1 second more. Just push his head under and yell, last one in is a rotten egg, and race him back to shore. That's a swell way to live. Who's a man? You found your perfect mate and it's been love from the start. He whispers you're the one to who I give my heart. Don't say I love you too, my dear. Let's never, never part. Just say, I'm afraid you've made a grammatical error. It's not to who I give my heart, it's to whom I give my heart. You see, with the use of the preposition to, who becomes an indirect object, making the use of whom imperative, which I can easily show you by drawing a very simple chart. That's a fine way to lose a man. A fine, 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 fine way to lose a man. A dandy way to lose a man. Just be more well-informed than he. You'll never hear, oh, promise me. Just tell him where his grammar errs. Then mark your towels, hers and hers. Yes, girls, you too can lose your man if you will use Emma Wu's plan. 100 easy ways to lose a
I caught you, sir, having a look at her as she went strolling by. Now didn't your heart beat? Boom, 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 boom. Now didn't you sigh? A sigh. I warn you, sir, don't start to dream of her. Just bid such thoughts be gone, or it'll be boom, 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 boom. From then on, for once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever fascinated by her. It's your heart afire to stay. Once you're kissed by Amy, tear up your list, it's Amy. Flyer with bonbons, poetry and flowers, moon a million hours away. You might be quite a fickle-hearted rover, so carefree and bold. You love the girl and later thinks it over and just quits cold. But once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever, sweetly a romancer. Trouble is the answer will be that Amy'd rather stay in love with me. Find another girl, sucker.
I know what my people are thinking tonight, as home through the shadows they wander. Everyone smiling in secret delight, they stare at the castle and ponder. Whenever the wind blows this way, you can almost hear everyone say, I wonder what the king is doing tonight. What merments is the king pursuing tonight? The candles at the court, they never burn as bright. I wonder what the king is up to tonight. How goes the final hour as he sees his bridal bower being legally and regally prepared? Well, I'll tell you what the king is doing tonight. He's scared. He's scared. You mean that a king who fought the dragon, whacked him in two and fixed his wagon, ghostly wet in terror and distress? Yes. A warrior who's so calm in battle, even his armor doesn't rattle, faces a woman petrified with fright? Right. You mean that appalling clamoring that sounds like a blasphemous hammering is merely the banging of his royal knees? Please. You wonder what the king is wishing tonight. He's wishing you were in Scotland fishing tonight. What occupies his time while waiting for the bride? He's searching high and low for some place to hide. And oh, the expectation, the sublime anticipation he must feel about the wedding night to come. Well, I'll tell you what the king is feeling tonight. He's numb, he shakes, he quails, he quakes, and that's what the king is doing tonight.
It's the worst day ever. What if this dialogue is set to music? What if we are saying could be said in the song?
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Perhaps we can use it. Music can be musical. Can we go wrong?
We could
Ask significant questions. We could get important points across. Like, are we writing for art?
and it's all just springboard for fame.
And will fame get folks to trust us? Or will they trust us if it's just us, me and you? To nobody's in New York. Hey, I think it's working. We're discovering choices. Lots of things to think about when writing a show.
Yeah, creating a vehicle to showcase your voices, and I don't mean to vocal coach me or to below.
We could
Ask significant questions.
We could
Get important points across,
like, are we writing for art?
and it's all just springboard for fame.
And will fame get us a paycheck?
And will the paycheck mean that we're sellouts? And if we sell out, will they yell out me and you?
To nobody's in New York. Key change.
Maybe someday our show will get a theater, and if not, it's best to put on somewhere out west.
TV actors in a show, what could be better?
Sweeter!
What?
Sweeter, we've been over this a million times.
But
You
here's-
know the lyric is sweeter.
But here's the deal. One of them sounds like 2 syllables, and the other sounds like 3 syllables. So it's like sweeter, the ater? Does that rhyme?
Yes. Sorry, Leon, from the key change. 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe someday our show will get a theater, and if not, it's best to put on somewhere out west.
TV actors in a show, what could be sweeter?
Thanks. Great. We can get that woman who was on Empty Nest.
Dinah Manoff? She's on.
Yeah!
She was in Grease.
Yeah!
And
Leader of the pack! We could ask significant questions. We could get important points across.
Like, are we writing for art?
And it's all to springboard for fame.
And will fame get us a sitcom?
And will the sitcom get us on Ellen? And will Ellen get folks to like us? And if they like us, will they mic us, me and you? To nobody's in New York. Nobody's in New York.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment,
or maturing his felonious little plans.
he'll innocent enjoyment.
Is just as great as any honest man's.
Feelings we with difficulty smother.
When constabulary duties to be done.
I take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burglar.
When the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime.
He loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling.
And listen to the merry village chime.
When the coister's finished jumping on his mother.
He loves to lie a-basking in the sun.
I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one.
Happiness is finding a pencil,
Pizza with sausage.
Telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
tying your shoe for the very first time. Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand.
Happiness is two kinds of ice cream, knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly, setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then. And happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all. That's all by you.
Happiness, having a sister